Alright, so design is a super important part of pretty much everything when it comes to designing posters, brochures, making clothing, making food. It's just a super important part of all of the kind of key elements that go into brochures and posters and all that. So today I'll just be talking about what I did for my brochure, the design decisions, and just the process that went behind it. So to start off, I used bright coloring, as you can see here in my brochure. I wanted to use orange just because it stands out, like we learned earlier in class. Bright colors just stand out from farther away, so people will be able to see it better. And then I chose to use just kind of black and white lettering here because I felt like it's a very neutral color. Obviously, I don't want like green text on orange background; that just wouldn't look good. So I just felt like black and white lettering was just easy to see and just a good color to use. And then my final design decision was even distribution of pictures and words. So as you can see, just on the front and on the back, brochures are supposed to have a lot of words, but I kind of wanted to avoid using too many words, so it was all about finding that even mix of using text to pictures. So next, my selection process. I used many different websites, everything from Facebook to actual firsthand experience of my Kairos College Ministry, and then just other websites. And I got all that information, and then I had to compress it just down to what I could fit on the actual brochure. And then the last part of my selection process was different categorical pictures. So I didn't want, obviously, all pictures of people or all pictures of nature. So it was about finding that variety in, for the pictures. So these are my steps in making my visual. Like I said, I gathered all the information up, and then I had to choose what type of visual I wanted. I chose a brochure because for like a club or organization, I felt like I needed to add more text to it just to explain what it is. So that's why I chose the brochure. And then I planned out what to put on my visual. So I kind of placed all the pictures and had to place all the text, and then it came down to organizing all of the text, which actually probably took me the longest, just to organize it all so it looks good. And then the insights that I gained from doing this project, definitely organization of elements was a main one. That probably took me the longest, like I said. I didn't want to put like all pictures on one slide or just all pictures on the bottom, so it was about finding that good mix of how to place the pictures in the text. How to better contrast was a main thing too. I didn't want just like a full page of just orange. I kind of wanted to show the contrast through the colors. So by having like a bright color to a dark color, I definitely gained that. And then variation of font type and size. As you can kind of see here, I chose different fonts just to make it look better. And then size was a big thing, where you can see like the larger text is the more important things. So if someone were just to skim through it, they could see obviously the bigger text, and if they wanted to know more about it, they could read the smaller text. So like I said earlier, design is a super important part of pretty much anything anyone wants to produce. I think this project really helped me in like how to design and just the basics of design, and I'll for sure be using it in later life and later in my career.